Hi guys, and welcome to Discovering Dorset the Shayway. Today we're going on another walking adventure. We're going to be doing a trail loosely following something called Ratty's Trail. Now Ratty's Trail is actually named after a water vole, not a rat, and it follows a little bit of the River Frome, where if we're lucky we'll be able to spot some water voles or perhaps some other water wildlife. And we're going to be trying to go kind of walking around the old showground and looping back round down to our starting point, which is going to be Gray's Bridge. Now I haven't got a map, I'm not 100% on the trail, so it's going to be a little bit of an adventure as we go along. I might get it slightly wrong, I might get it right. We'll see where we go. So here we are at the beginning of our walk. Clouds just come over the sun, but hopefully the sun will come out again in a moment. There's blue skies everywhere other than where that cloud is, basically. So we're going to be starting here, Gray's Bridge area, and we're hoping to be popping out of there, coming along there and out of there at the end. Whether we're going to manage that or not, I'm not sure, but first of all we start off going this way. Now it's going to be quite a bit of traffic, so what I'm going to do is put you on my chest, and then I'm probably going to put a song on or something until we get to the first turn off, and that way you don't have to listen to all the cars. So when we get up to here, you'll see that big sign over the way. It says Piddle Hinton, Piddle Trentide, Sturminster Newton, B3143. And that's the turning that we're going to want to take. We come across this little bridge area here, out the way of the cars. This bit's a bit dodgy here, you see. You've got two blind corners on either side of you, and the cars come down here at a rate of knots, so got to be a bit careful with walking along this bit. I don't know about any other countries, but the rules of the road in the UK, when there's no path and you're on a country road, you walk on the other side, facing the traffic, so the traffic's coming towards you. Now I know I'm doing the opposite to that at the minute, but that's because there's a blind corner here, so they can't see me coming. I'm going to stay on this side of the path here, because as we go up the hill, people from behind me are going to be able to see me a lot quicker and easier than people coming up and over the brim of the hill and down. Also, generally speaking, people coming down the hill are probably going to be going a bit quicker, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for them to slow down. But just on our left, there's a lovely farmland across there, you can see, but just on our left here, this is part of the old showground. In fact, there's a big helicopter coming over. See if we can catch this helicopter. But this, if I unstrap you from my chest, is the old showgrounds just here. There's a helicopter just up there, look. Big bright red one. Don't know how well I'll be able to catch it, but there you go. So this is where they've had like all the cattle, the sheep and everything like that. You can see just over there actually there's a big pen as well, where when the show's actually on, you can see there, that is the main square or the main pen for when the show is on. It is private land though, so you're not allowed to walk across, but not to worry, we shall be continuing on our journey up that way, and when we get up there I'll be able to show you the view that goes right the way across Dorchester. You can see the prison poking through there. I think that helicopter's coming into land somewhere, it looks like. I'm not sure if it's private or an air ambulance. Usually our air ambulance here in Dorset is yellow and green. Coast Guard is red and white. That's just a plain red helicopter, so I'm not sure if it's private. For all I know, it's King Charles coming and checking on Poundbury, the town that he claims as his baby. We've all got varied opinions on Poundbury. Some people love it, some people are like me. Oh, the sides have grown up along here, haven't they? Proper tall. Got loads of that cow parsley stuff, look. Well, that's called, isn't it? Cow parsley or something like that. Oh, nickname for it, I'm pretty sure. Not the actual name, but yeah. That sun is coming out. Time to roll the sleeves up. And this looks down upon the showground here and gives you that view of Dorchester that I was on about. So there's that main square slash paddock thing I was talking about, you see, when they've got the events on. And just across there you can see right the way across absolutely all of the Dorchester there. can see the hospital chimneys in the distance, Poundbury right at the end. So where am I looking here? Right, so those houses there, that's all Poundbury, and that big building there is Queen Mother Square. Sorry, I know it's not super duper focused. Where are we coming across now? That's the prison, that big orange one. And that chimney there with those two towers, that's the hospital. And then you get to the bottom of Dorchester with the churches and the main thoroughfare there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we ended up going in the wrong direction. So I've turned us around, as that road seemed to just go on and on and on and on and on, until we'd have been at the back end of Charminster, which is definitely not where we're trying to get to. So I would say that the left we should have took to begin with is the right that we're going to take now. It's just coming up here. Where this cyclist is. And we'll be turning off down this way. Cheers. Right, so we're walking then across the back of the old showgrounds, it seems. And I'm assuming, like, if I use my brain a little bit, I'll be able to figure out where we hop back in to go along the trail. Or the rest of the trail, I should say. A busy little country road along here, isn't it? Oh, I think we've got cars in front, cars behind, all over the place. Oh. What have we got here? Concealed entrance, apparently. Oh, it is concealed, I can't see it. It must be for this house coming up on the left here. Yeah, there it is, look. I'll tell you what, if there's one thing that Dorset definitely has, it's hills. Everywhere is up and down, up and down, up and down. There's nowhere flat round here. But I quite like it because although it might make the legs ache a bit, it proves for some beautiful scenery, so no complaints really. Right, I can see a footpath sign. I'm wondering if that's the footpath that we're wanting or not. I think it is. Just on the left here. As I said, you see the country road rules. I'm walking towards the cars now. Right, so just here, I believe, is our link onto our bit of footpath we're looking for. If I'm right, if I'm correct. Yeah, what we got here, look. People! But no horses, no bikes, no carts and horses, no motorbikes, and no SUVs apparently. Probably just means cars, doesn't it? But right, so we've got one sign here with a style that's kind of telling us to go that way. But we're also being told to go, I don't know which direction. I'm going to walk along this main path, or road. I'm pretty sure when we get to that Barney looking type thing at the end, we've got to take a right. We shall see. For anyone local who likes to forage for foods and things, around the October-y kind of season, these fields around here are really good for foraging for food. Mushrooms in particular. But obviously, if you're going to forage for mushrooms and other wild foods, make sure you know what you're doing first. Take a guidebook with you or some pictures, some screenshot pictures, in case you haven't got internet while you're out and about, and then double check them again when you get home, just to make sure. You don't want to be trying to get yourself some free food and end up cutting your life a bit short, do you? It doesn't even look like we've got a way to go on the right, but I'm pretty sure it's right at the end here. We've only seen one tiny bit of river so far, and this whole walk is named after the river vole. River vole? Water vole. Same sort of thing really, isn't it? Loads of sheep over there in that field, just over there. Oh yep, I can see another footpath sign. It says we can either go right or left, apparently. Hello puppy. Right, so we can go that way or that way. Excuse me, does that way link us round to the river?
Yeah, down to Grace Bridge.
Yep, perfect, thank you very much.
Head down there and turn right.
Perfect, thank you, cheers. Right, so it's this way we're going. Straight along here and then turn right. As he's just told me that this way links us round to Gray's Bridge, which is where our little ending point is of our lovely little walk. Short little walk today, but a nice one nonetheless. You don't want to go on too long a walk when it's this kind of sunny. Oh. Where are these sheep? Hello. Oh. Hello. All the little lambs and things. Look. Some more over here. If I can get round to them. Hello. Hello. Cool. I like sheep. I've always liked sheep actually. In fact, if anyone's interested, they're not particularly anything special, but Hebridean sheep are my favourite sheep. And that's because I went to like a little animal feeding park area when I was little. And I was a bit worried at the time when I was so small about putting my hand near a sheep's face. Oh, watch out for these runners. Alright. Yeah, I was a bit worried at the time about putting my hand next to a sheep's face to feed them. Because obviously they got teeth in their mouth and their mouth goes, you know. So it worried me a little. But I built up the confidence to do it, and I got myself some feed in my hand, and oh blimey, I don't know how I've managed to get my hands that dirty. I've managed to get some feed in my hand, and fed the little Hebridean sheep, and ever since they've been my favourite sheep. But yeah, this field I believe in particular is Mushroom Central. I mean, it would make sense, you've got a lot of sheep in here, and it's right next to the river as well. So this should be where we link back round to the river and then eventually onto Gray's Bridge. Oh, but we've got to go down and through this way. I think those runners have run up the wrong way by accident and they've run into someone's private property. So we're probably going to have to shoot out their way again in a second. Oh, right, we'll stand out the way. I'll stare at the sheep while we wait for them. That's all right. Right then. Oh. So that's another nice thing about Dorset. 85 to 90% of the people you meet are friendly, happy-go-lucky people. That doesn't mean they've got the happiest lives ever, but they know how to keep themselves cheery nonetheless, which is nice, you know. It's much nicer to walk around and be able to say hello to people than to have to want to dip your head and hide behind your hat or your hand or whatever. However, these are private, so don't go mushroom hunting without permission. I don't think you'll ever get permission, so good luck on that one. Lovely cottage here. I don't know how well you can see this. You just see the top of it here. And thatched roof. And we come over this little bridge bit here, look. And this is actually the old entranceway to the showground. You'd walk everyone would be walking up and along here, and you'd go into the showground that way. Get your tickets usually about here. They'd have someone standing, grab your tickets off you, or grab your money off you for a ticket rather. So this route is reasonably accessible. I wouldn't say you'd be able to do it with a wheelchair or like a scooter thingy, unfortunately, but there are plenty of spots for you to take a break. So if you're a little slower or a little more uneasy on your feet, it's still an accessible route for you to take with bits of wall to sit on and whatnot. Bring your hiking sticks and your hiking boots or whatever. It's also great as a little dog walk if you've got a very energetic dog. So we are actually right next to the river here. You'll see it in a minute. No water voles yet though, although me chatting away probably doesn't help, does it? Okay, now few of you will recognise this area as we did some mag fishing not too long ago around here. This links us back round to the river. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Back round to the river. And eventually back down and onto Gray's Bridge, which is just at the end of this trail here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's little walking adventure. Oh Lord, look at this. I've got to try to get through this now somehow. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the adventure. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage to get through this. I've got an idea. If I... Whoop, I'm slipping in. If I kind of grab the tree, maybe I can swing myself round it a bit. Doing this whilst trying to hold a camera isn't exactly easy. Right, I'm dangling off the trees here at the minute. Right, that's round to that one. Attach myself to that if I can. Oh, just pulled my bloody leg through the mud. Oh. Right, and then I don't know how I'm going to get around this bit. I think I'm just going to have to go for it, to be honest. Whoa. There we go. Oh, do you want to come through?
No, we're just thinking about it.
Yeah, to be honest, I've just had to hang off the trees to get round, so...
How far does it go like that?
Only to there, the rest of it's completely clear, but this bit looks quite deep.
What about further on? Is this...
All's good further on.
Right.
As I say, it's just this bit that I'm stood in at the minute, really. Oh. 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 Yes, that bit there is quite deep, deeper than here.
Right.
So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, no worries. Oh. So yeah, after that debacle, I don't know what you guys saw of that, but I was hanging off of trees like a monkey man. Absolutely ruined my boots, but no worries, they're waterproof. So thank you all for joining me on today's adventure. I'll finally get there eventually. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's walking adventure. It's been a bit of fun in the sun, and we finally made our way back to Grays Bridge. So it's a goodbye from me, and I'll catch you all in the next one.